name is Adrian Bennington. I am the owner here at Pros and Cons Skateshop. We're a skateboarding shop. In addition to skateboarding, we do sell apparel, art supplies, kind of everything that's kind of street culture related. We do service people's skateboards. People bring in their existing skateboard. They maybe need some new bearings, some new wheels, new grip tape, etc. We take care of that for them. This shop is just kind of a reflection of my own life. I've never had a retail job per se before having this store. I've kind of always been entrepreneurial minded. Instead of going off to college after high school, I moved to a bunch of major cities. I grew up definitely fully inundated in just kind of street culture stuff, right? A lot of my friends were really good at skating. I wasn't as good at skating as some of my friends were, but I got super into the art kind of part of it, and just kind of throwing myself into situations, having to figure it out, and proving to be pretty valuable. So Pros and Cons as a brand is older than the store is. We opened this store in 2012, but we've operated as Pros and Cons, kind of like the streetwear apparel brand since about 2008. Owning a retail store in Los Angeles is difficult. There's a lot of nonsense that goes on that you have to deal with. You don't get a lot of help from the city or anything really, and so it's a lot, dude. At one point when I first started, dude, I didn't have a day off in a couple years, dude. There's a tremendous amount of sacrifice.
What's your favorite part about being still part of that street culture?
I love all this stuff. MB's kind of like mom and pop style stores. You're not gonna go rich with this business, right? And so you wouldn't do it if you didn't love it. I love the ordering process. I love helping, people build their first skateboard. That is super rad to me. All of it, dude. I enjoy what I do, and I think enjoying what you do is success in itself. The business side, there might be a bit of a plateau. Skateboarding became incredibly popular during COVID when people had nothing. It already was really popular. What I'm saying is that we had a huge peak, right? And it was met in the industry with all-time interest. It seemed like there was all this growth and people were spending all this money to produce, and maybe over-order because they couldn't get stuff 6 months before that. It's kind of died down a little bit now, and my friends across the industry just hasn't been as good this year, sales-wise, but it's cyclical, dude. Skateboarding is still cool, dude. It's always gonna be cool. Even the hardest parts, that all goes into the story. You got, the lumps that you take along the way is, that's part of the character building. I personally think that if somebody makes money doing the things they love, that's a win. And if you can make enough to be able to kind of, travel the world, help people, that's success, dude, at least in my eyes.